Hello everyone, my name's Jolly Green and welcome to the first episode from the Vault Hunters 3rd Edition mod pack. I am super excited for this one, so if you guys have been following me over on my Twitch, you'll know we played a lot of the 2nd Edition Vault Hunters. We're actually still in the progress of playing that. As a matter of fact, as of right now, our planned date for the final Vault will be run on the 22nd of December. So if you want to stop in and watch us run the final vault of the 2nd edition of this mod pack, then definitely give me a follow over on Twitch. The link's in the description down below. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting off, all we have is this book, which honestly isn't going to give us really too much valuable information yet, just because we're not quite ready yet. So we're going to start this world just like we'd start any Minecraft world, and we're gonna come and punch a tree, because how else are you supposed to get wood? While we gather up some basic materials, though, I would like to take a second and kind of do my best to explain what is Vault Hunters. If you've never followed my Twitch and you've never heard of Vault Hunters before, you're probably a little lost as to what exactly this is going to entail. Well, Vault Hunters, the best way to describe it is it adds like a roguelike dungeon crawling to Minecraft. So essentially, as we progress, we're going to open up these temporary pocket dimension vaults. And we'll run vaults to get loot that we can only get in the vaults. And then we'll use that loot to be able to unlock more mods, upgrade ourselves to make us faster and a little easier to run the vaults. And overall, it's just a good progression, adds an end goal to Minecraft. And that end goal is to find artifacts in the vaults, which isn't as easy as it sounds. But of course, we're not quite ready for that. We need to get established, and I've gathered up a little bit of wood, so let's make our first crafting table. And then we're going to just use this area right here of stone, and we're going to gather up some materials, and then I figure we will get a good place for a starting house set up in this episode. We might even get the starting house built, and then we will make sure we're good and established before we even think about running our first vault. Let's make a weapon too. And once we have this, I think we're gonna start moving around. We're probably gonna try to find a cave to get our basic materials gathered. But we have a single spruce sapling, because spruce is the best wood. So we'll take this, and then wherever we get established, we'll have a good building material right with us. But this mountain kind of caught my eye earlier. Oh, and as well, let's check the map. If we hit M on our keyboard, we actually do have quite the map that we get to browse. And yeah, okay, see, that's what I thought. I thought I noticed a village during my intro, so we're actually going to go hit that up over here. And then this mountain intrigues me, so we might come back to this mountain. But for now, let's go check out the village and see if we can get anything useful there. There's another sheep. We gotta kill sheep. I could steal a village or a bed from the village, but killing sheep is just more fun. Perfect. 3 wool. Now we have a bed when we need it. Actually, instead of making a bed, we're gonna take this 3 wool and just make a sleeping bag for now. This is more of a temporary sleeping situation, but it'll help while we're on the move. We don't want to worry about resetting our spawn. Ooh, rabbits. I think we're gonna grab some of these guys before we go too much further too. It'll just be a killing animals start to the series, I guess. But I happen to know that these little guys are going to be super useful to have. If we could get him. Come on. Maybe we'll come back for the rabbits when we have carrots and can prevent them from running away on us, because this isn't the easiest at the moment. So we'll skip the rabbits. At least we know where there's some, and we'll come back for them later. Let's hit up this village for now. Now in this village, we're here for mainly villagers, but we're also going to loot it up and see. Yeah, see, like, free food is always good. I think this large fern is kind of rare, but we're going to leave it for now. We don't really need it. We will, however, take the bell. And we will also take a villager. If we shift right click, bam, he's ours now. And he's going to come with us. And he's going to live with us now. He's ours. Should we grab... We should probably grab 2 villagers just so... I mean, having one is just silly. We want the babies. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. This village is a lot bigger than I thought. Let's go. We've got a lot of chests to loot. But hopefully we can get some decent stuff to get us situated for this. Don't worry, I'll rescue you. You're free. You're welcome. Just breaking leaves with this guy's head. Don't mind me. Honestly, we don't even need to build a starter house. We could just adopt this castle as our own. But we're not going to do that, because what's the fun in that? In this series, I would... Ooh, look at all that. That's big. In this series, I would also like to focus a lot on building. We might take this composter here. But I would like to do a lot of building. I want this area to look nice and well put together. Now, on our last Vault Hunters world, I don't know, it didn't look awful, but I had a lot of uncompleted projects, and I want to try to avoid that this series. More food. We'll take that, I guess. Definitely not the loot that I was hoping for. I heard you can get bundles in these villages, which is really what we were shooting for, but I don't know. Oh no, a fire. The observatory's on fire. We should go put that out. How many greenhouses does one village need? 3? Holy cow. What do we got here? Ooh, crossbow. That's actually going to be huge. And our rabbit hide. Perfect. Okay, so that chest right there made looting this village all the worth it, I think. Don't burn down this house. That's an... Oh, yes. Okay. Cool. We got our bundle, which is exactly what we were hoping for here. Now we can bundle up all this useless junk. This is going to be huge in the vaults, and I'm super excited for it. Some empty maps. We might as well just grab everything. An iron pickaxe. Perfect. Alright, we are doing well to get ourselves started here. I'd say this is a beautiful start. We couldn't have asked for a better start. Oh, wow. Look at that. Cool. We are finding quite a good handful of loot here, and I'm pretty pleased. Like a block of iron? You can't beat that. All of this. A block of emerald? Jeez. The only issue that we're coming into now is that we are out of space. Our bundle is now full, and so is our inventory. So I think that's a pretty good sign that we should just move on and find a place to get established. Ooh, a cake. For me? You shouldn't have. Thank you. Pop the candle off. My bad. See, we're now to the point where I have to start making decisions as to what is loot that I want to keep and what I don't need, which is always a tough call for me to make. I think we're going to take these bookshelves and that we don't need that book. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess, but we'll take this flint and steel. And we still don't have a bed, but I think that's okay. So let's take off, and we will go find where we're going to settle down, at least for this first episode. I think we may have found the spot. We'll have to go up and investigate a little closer. but look at this little area in between these two mountains. I think settling down in these forests right here might not be a bad idea. Let's go check it out. Ah. This area is cool terrain-wise, but I don't think I like this blue-gray grass. It just doesn't look that great to me. So I don't think I want to build here. Not at the moment, anyways. Maybe someday we'll come back and build something decent here, but that day is not today. We could go caving, but... Ooh. I heard the shiny shinies. Did you guys hear that? Sounds like there's a geode right nearby that somebody's walking on. I don't think we're going to take the time to look for it, though. But I see iron in the walls over here that we can grab. So let's carry on and try to find... See, we're not that far from the village. So I think I may head over in this direction, kind of. Ooh, there's a second village. See, I really don't have any kind of idea of where I want to settle for this first house. So, we're going to keep looking until we find a place that calls for us to build there. Actually, you know what? Let's make a boat and explore this by river. I think it'll be a little faster for us to do it that way. And we should be able to find a decent starting house location that way. Oh, dang. Look at this. This is that first village that we raided. This is a second village that we discovered earlier while looking at the map. And then this is a third village. And this is a fourth village. I guess we have no problem finding villagers in this run. But I'm not going to loot this village at all. Mostly because my inventory's already full. As much as I'd like to try to find another bundle. Which I might come back here and do at a later time, just so we can have, probably before we run a vault, we'll come see if there's another bundle here. But for now, we're just going to skip on by and keep looking for a decent starter area. I'm kind of looking for a place in the woods. I kind of want my starter house to just be like a lonely old cabin in the middle of the woods. But I don't want it to be like with any funky biomes like that bluegrass area back there. Honestly, this mountain looks pretty sick. That mountain does too. We could establish right next to a village, I suppose. That wouldn't be the end of the world. And that will at least help get our bearings while we start. Let's take a look at this mountain over here. And I like the variety in the trees in this mountain. This might be the spot. Azalea trees. Does that mean that there's a lush biome right underneath us? Because that would be pretty cool. More iron, though. I don't see any sign of a lush cave at all, but I do see what I think is going to be our new home. Let's climb up this mountain just to be sure that there's an area that we can build a little house in. Ooh, and then it turns to savanna. That might not be... I don't know. All of a sudden, I don't know about this area. See, this half of the mountain's good, but this half is not so good. And I don't think that's enough room for really what I want. Now, we could settle just so we can get established, so we could get ready to run a vault next episode. But I don't think we're gonna settle. I don't want to have to... Ooh, actually, look at that. Right across the way here. This area here looks like it'd make a decent spot for a house. I know, because we want to find a good balance of exploring and looking for a place to settle down and actually settling down. Because we could spend the whole first 5 episodes looking for a perfect place to build a house and still not find one. And I don't want to do that. As much as I'd like to take my time with this series and actually build it and look nice, I don't want to just explore. There are vaults that we need to run. So for now, I think we'll settle a little bit, and maybe it won't be as deep in the forest as I originally intended my cabin to be, but let's give this a gander up here and see if we can make it work. Oh, skellies, skellies, run away, run away, run away! Man, I can't wait until we can get some elytra to make traveling like this a whole lot easier. Before we explore for our mega base, that's going to be a requirement, is we're going to need to have an elytra. And I think, with any luck, we should be able to do that without even going to the end. Ooh. I don't know. I do like this area. But I was really hoping for more of a foresty mountain. But again, we have to not be too picky. Beggars can't be choosers. If we want a spot to settle down, then we are going to have to make do with what we are finding. Or we're going to have to explore the whole map until we find something else. Now, this seed I didn't scout out at all ahead of time. Like, this is just a random seed that we loaded up. So I don't really know what to expect when exploring. Is this a 4th village? Holy moly. Damn. 5th village, I mean. Holy cow. Well, there's no lack of villages, that's for sure. But there is a lack of good area. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards this area that we were just at. But let's not be settlers. We're going to settle, but we're not gonna settle for less. We're gonna settle for exactly what we want. Ooh. Hold. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think we found the spot. I think this might be the spot. We kind of have an ugly savanna right next to us. But if you just ignore that, ignore that part over there, and look at this. We're right next to a village. This is a good flat area that we could build our house. It is right through the forest. All right, everyone, I might need your help now. We've got a decision to make. It's not a super important decision, but it's a decision nonetheless, and I would like to have some input on it. Do we establish in this area here? I'm thinking build a little cabin right here with like a path going down to the river or something. Or do we build across the river over here, yonder, where it's not quite as much of a hike to get up to the house, which I like. It's right on the river. It's still in a forest, so we could still have that forest cabin aesthetic that we're going for. Do we build over here on this mountainside, which, looking from here, it doesn't look like it's going to have any, like, it's not going to be too different from over here, I suppose, just further away from the savanna, which is going to be nice because it's a pretty ugly savanna over there. Or Or do we keep trucking? I'm not opposed to spending 2 episodes like settling down and establishing ourselves before we get crazy. So that's an option as well. We could keep exploring. I haven't really seen anything on the map that's too much like what I'm going for here. So it would be probably a lot more exploring. Like, I think this is going to be our closest area, and I'm kind of leaning towards over there in this kind of valley in between the mountains. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And with that, I think we're going to end it here. We've got a pretty good start. We've got 2 villagers, a bunch of materials to get started, and now we just need to build a house and get established. So we're going to do that next episode. So wherever you want us to build our starter house, ooh, maybe on the top of that mountain. I don't know. Let me know even if it was one of the spots that we mentioned before that we're not hitting up now. Just tell me in the comments below, and we can make it happen. I'm certainly not opposed to suggestions. So make sure to leave them. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video if you've made it this far. And thanks for watching, everybody. Stay jolly.